I'm blessed to be married to a beautiful Honduran, Loida. We've been married 27 years. We have 3 kids. Mason, our oldest, is 33 and is living here in the Villages right now. In fact, he's looking for a job if anybody has a job opening. Our middle child is our daughter, Christina. She is 24 years old and is a vet student at the University of Florida in the veterinary department graduate school. And then our youngest son, Jonathan, is 21, getting ready to turn 22, and is a senior at Florida State University, majoring in English literature and music. And he loves music, and he plays all sorts of instruments, is in a band, and plays in his church in his worship band as well. So that's our family. I would try to work it that I could have both, French fries and ice cream. At 89, I was living in Honduras with my wife. We graduated from college and then moved back to her home country. And I lived in this place where I had just extreme poverty around me, and I was called first off to respond to the need of poverty, and it wasn't necessarily a ministerial call in that sense. But as I started to develop it, and I saw the people, and I saw the other needs, the spiritual needs as well as the physical needs and the hunger needs, I just really felt the Lord start to put a specific call on my heart to do something about that. And so when I got the call, for me it was always a missional call. And when we came back to the States to go to seminary, we came back with the idea that we were going to go back as missionaries to Latin America. And that's what we did. And we were in the mission field for about 5 years. And the Lord, through some different circumstances in our family life, or our greater family life, the Lord closed those doors and led us back to the United States. But even as we came back to the United States, we felt the Lord specifically telling us that our call was a missional call to come back and share Christ's love with people. And so that's my passion. That's why I love church planting, and that's why I've been involved in that. And most of my ministry is because it's a great place to get into a new place and just share the radical love of Jesus Christ with people. Telling him or her, I would tell them this simple truth of 2 different things. One is that God is bigger than anything else that's going to happen in your life. God is bigger than that. That God can handle it. God can handle anything that happens in your life. And then the second truth that I'd share with them is that God loves you unconditionally. No matter what happens to you, what you do, or what other people do, God loves you. And I would just invite them to open their hearts to that love at that age level. And I think they could do that. That God is bigger than anything else, and that God loves them. And so right now in my new house we have just right next to the Villages where we live, I've been planting every week new plants. Typically Friday is my Sabbath day, and I take the day off, and as part of that day I spend working outside and mowing, and I'm kind of creating some new gardens around the house, planting some bushes and trees and different things. I love to do that. I love to hike and camp. My wife and I both love to do that. So we have been doing a little bit of that. We've really been busy since we've been here, so I haven't gotten out much. But as fall comes on, we plan on going out a lot this fall, and I've even planned some hikes in the next couple of months to go out and just spend a day in nature. We love to be outside. I also love to listen to music, all kinds of music. I can sit in the evening if I've had a long, stressful day, I can just sit and listen to music for 2 or 3 hours, different kinds of music, and just think about it, let it absorb into my soul, and just be relaxed by it. It's one of my favorite things to do in the evening.